Okay, so today we are canning just regular canning tomatoes. We do quart jars. We average on a box of tomatoes, which is a half a bushel, 13 quarts. We used to cold pack. We switched over to the pressure canner, which you can see in the background, getting ready. Cold packing, it was 15 to 20 minutes after water comes to a boil for the quarts. The pressure canner, we're running 10 pounds at 15 minutes. It all depends on your elevation, so make sure you check your proper canning guide. Our jars, we just put a teaspoon of salt of your choice, iodized salt or the pickling canning salt. You can use wide mouth, large mouth, however you want to call it, or the regular mouth jars. Have the appropriate lids. Sanitize your jars as you start. We always run them through the dishwasher for a good cleaning. Sanitize them, pull them right out of the dishwasher, and put our salt in and put the tomatoes in. We do not do the chunk tomatoes, we do pureed. We run it through our KitchenAid. As you'll see in the video, we have the juicer attachment. The attachment we bought is a kitchen tree attachment. It's okay. We're going to buy the KitchenAid brand. Where the attachment hooks into the KitchenAid itself, after you get so much water, it back feeds into the KitchenAid and drips grease out. So you got to make sure you keep your bowls and stuff far enough ahead that it don't drip into your sauce for you. I mean, unfortunately, there's probably some that go through the puree process and does get into our sauce, but I don't want to say sauce, but our tomatoes. This round we got 24 quart jars out of 2 boxes of tomatoes. These, like I say, these are just regular canners. Scared me there for a minute. It's getting ready to steam out a little bit. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Always check with your local elevation and whatnot when it comes to canning. Sanitize everything. Clean your tomatoes. That piece that we use for the KitchenAid, we do not blanch. A lot of people will blanch and peel and core their tomatoes. We don't do that. That machine does it for us. So we just wash our tomatoes, dice them, quarter them, however you want to say it, run it through the machine. Then we run the seeds and cores back through, and we end up about a whole another 3-4 jars of juice just out of the cores and stuff, rerunning them. Unfortunately, in the process, you do drop them into your mixture, but I guess each is their own. I'm not scared. Been doing it for how many years and haven't had an issue yet. I mean, granted, there's probably that one day it's going to bite me and I'm going to get sick out of it. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. We're going to be doing some salsa here in a little bit after we get all this taken care of and cleaned up. Get reset. We prepped everything last night. I will leave a link in the description as to what we use, the KitchenAid, the attachment, the lids, the jars, all that good stuff. So I do have an affiliation page with Amazon. If you guys purchase through there, it helps me out, gives me a little kickback, put money back into the channel. We try to preserve what we can, live healthier, a little healthier, kind of know what's in your stuff. Unfortunately, you don't know where your tomatoes come from when you're buying them from a vendor, but we take that risk. Next year we're looking to have our raised beds up and running, so we'll get some gardening videos in there. So stay tuned with us. I got this round on the stove right now, 7 quarts. I got 3 more over my shoulder here to get done. We do boil our lids. A lot of people say you don't have to do it no more. Supposedly they changed the lids, but we do put them in a pan, which is right over here on the stove. We boil them, bring it to a boil, I should say. We place it on our jars, put the lid on hand tight, the ring, and place it into our canner that way. Any comments, questions? I do not put any acid in mine. Haven't had an issue yet. Knock on wood. Any questions, give us a holler. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Like I say, links in the description below for the affiliation page through Amazon. Help our channel out, help us grow. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. So a little breakdown on the juicer. Cleaned it up, we're putting it back together just to get another fresh start. You got your attachment here. If it's any KitchenAid, this is a kitchen tree. We will be buying KitchenAid. Do have an issue with grease coming out under here, probably due to all the extra fluids with this. Then this piece goes in there. Your cone goes over top of that. It compresses in there. Then you put your cone back on. Sits in the grooves. Your strainer, I should say. And you'll lock that in with this. Separator. And your glass on top, which needs rinse. We don't like chunks in our tomatoes, so we puree them with our KitchenAid. First step, you're going to clean your tomatoes, quarter them up, dice them up. Then you're going to run them through the processor. Juice comes out the bottom, seeds come out in the dish over here. Then once we get so far, we'll get them into the jars. Stay tuned.
guys can see, we got a rolling boil going on in our lids here. So we're going to prep, they are being prepped, I should say. We are going to place them onto our jars. Now you got a little magnet here, a little ball kit you can buy. Just finger tight. And the next one. Do that. Sometimes they go a little more finger tight. Then I regret it later. There's the top. One's done. And there we go. All three of them are ready for the next round. Thanks. Okay, so just for demonstration on the pressure canner, each canner is different. Make sure you read your rules and understand your canner fully before proceeding with it. There's a lot of safety features built into them nowadays, which is this rubber plug back there. If it gets over pressure, it will pop out of there and relieve pressure. This front button pops up when you're under pressure, and that back button you can kind of see. Here you see a little steam coming out of your nipple. Mine does not lock down. Mine has a rocker style. Once this gets a full steady steam coming out of it, we will place the rocker on there, like I'm running 10 pounds now. And once we get a steady rock going, we time it out for 15 minutes, and we will can our jars. Then after the 15 minutes, you'll turn it off and let it depressurize on its own. Don't go picking your piece off there or anything of that nature. Once this button here drops back down, you're able to open your canner safely. You know you got pressure, and that button's still up. Just waiting for it to die off.